This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of July 2019. We have a look at the energies that will be swirling around you. It will affect some of you, the whole story. Others of you, only certain aspects of it will touch on your life. So if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or even to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, so that it can help you navigate your way through challenges or situations, or even take a peek into your future to see what happy occasions are going to turn up for you, then please contact me via the link in the description box below. That is via the website. You will see you can purchase and order your readings there. Leo, I made you a cup of tea, and we're going to have a look at the tea leaves that are left behind and see what stories they are going to tell us about the month of July for you. There's no way that I could read all these symbols for you in this reading, simply because it would take too long. It would take most of the morning. But I'll look at those that jump out, those that I think will be the big news stories for you into July. I see a peacock, and a peacock is about being aware of pride. I'm going to look a little bit further to see what is more involved in this story. I see an arrow pointing towards it, and another arrow pointing towards excitement, and then a caterpillar, and then an owl. So somebody's going to give you something exciting will happen for you guys. Some kind of exciting news comes in, or some exciting event or situation arises. Somebody gives you wise advice where this is concerned that can set you on the right path, on the path to success, on the path to happiness, on the path to joy, whatever the story may be in your life. But don't be too proud to listen to that advice. This is wise advice that is coming to you, right? So that's a story for somebody in there. That's what's going to be happening for you in July. All right, I'm trying to see if there's a seahorse, which means there's family issues, and I see two little bats. So there could be family issues in July that you feel a little bit like your family's not backing you. However, if we look a bit further into this reading, there's a very big little nest, that makes no sense. There's a very big nest. It looks little because it's in a teacup, right? And there is a little fox looking out. Now, nest is about wanting security. So you're looking for security in your life, possibly within the family sphere. Little fox says you're going to need to be clever about this. So perhaps you're doing something, perhaps you're attempting something, perhaps you've spoken to your family about something, you feel they're not backing you, you feel as if they're working against you, or you're speaking to them about something that you feel life is working against you about. You want that security, you want that family environment, but you're going to need to be clever about this. You're going to need to be wily and smart about how you go about getting whatever this is that you're after. One, that doesn't seem to be getting to you because life is getting in the way, or two, your family doesn't agree with it. So just be smart about that. You know how. You're clever. Leos are very clever. So you will figure out a way around that, or a way through it. It's a case of just needing to think a little bit, what is the best way to do this? Because then I see a little wishbone after that, which means you will find a way, if you put your mind to how to present this to them in a way that they can resonate with it, that they can realize that it's important to you, that they can realize actually what you're really after is security in your life, and perhaps your way of going about it is not what they would do. Okay, so that is the teacup symbols, the big ones that are jumping out for you. Your oracle cards are come to the edge, all that glitters, flexible, and serendipity. There's another very clear story here for you. There's a few really distinct stories coming through for you with a very clear message, because the first card says you have taken a risk, you have taken a chance. What you may come to realize is it's not everything you thought it would be. If you remain flexible about this, the outcome will bring great luck. So for some of you, you have taken a major chance in your life. You have stepped over the edge. You have taken a risk. However, it is not panning out the way you imagined it to be. Or when you arrive there, it's not what you thought it would be. Stay flexible to where this is taking you, because you're about to experience a surge of great good luck, whatever that may be. If it is that you turn around and come back, if it is that it sets you on a completely different path that you hadn't anticipated, that's going to be for many of you. That's a message for many of you. Just be flexible. Don't regret making the decision. Don't get all fearful about having made the decision. You will see with your tarot cards at the end, there's a nice, good, clear message in there for you as well about this. So it's just a case of you have taken that chance. It's not going to turn out the way you thought it would be. Stay flexible, because that serendipity card talks about him being in the right time, the right place, and something amazing happens because of that. So perhaps that's not what you thought about in the first place. That wasn't part of the plan, but it's going to be something amazing. Where relationships are concerned, I pick cards for those of you looking for relationships, and I pick cards of those for you in relationships already. So those of you looking for relationships, playfulness is the first card. To recapture romance and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Wedding, this situation involves marriage very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. A very clear story comes with this. The story is, if you maintain that kind of light-hearted feeling in pursuing relationships or in waiting for that special someone, maybe even that soulmate to come along, if you keep it light, you keep it joyful, if you keep it fun, what you can actually do is attract someone in that is marriage material, that you can possibly marry one day if that's what you want to do. The very soon card says it is a case of needing to decide what you want. So sometimes when we're a bit wishy-washy about what we want, I'm going to date, but I'm not sure if I want to marry now. I'm going to date, but yeah, I think I do. You kind of put an ambivalent energy out there, and that's what you attract back to yourself again. It's a case of you need to probably sit down, and you're probably going to feel like doing that in July and say to yourself, you know what, this is it. I actually want a long-term committed partnership or relationship now. But you keep the energy light. You're playful about it. It's fun. You pursue it with a light-hearted energy. And guess what? Very soon, it will in fact be coming your way. For those of you in committed partnerships or relationships, you get motivation, blessings, and healing. So in July, you will feel motivated to look for that in your relationships which you feel is a blessing. You will look at your partner, you will look at your relationship, and you will see the things that make you feel blessed that you have that partner in your life. What this does is heal perhaps a rift in a relationship, perhaps just small little cracks in a relationship, perhaps just disagreements you've been having will be healed by this attitude that you adopt in July. And you're going to feel motivated to do that. Something will motivate you in July to take a new look at your relationship and see what a blessing it is in your life, and see what blessings it brings into your life, or what blessings your partner brings into your life. And this causes healing in a relationship. It promotes healing in a relationship. Even if there's not anything majorly wrong, those tiny little cracks that might have showed up in the future will be healed by this attitude of yours. If we look at the tarot cards, there's a very clear story here too. You get 14, which is the Self, a major arcana card in this particular deck. You get the Two of Earth, and you get the Crone, which is the number 6 arcana card. So what this is saying is that Self card speaks about listening to the higher self. In one ear, you see the little dragon whispering. The other one, you see the little dragon whispering too. Now, the one dragon is the fears. It's like, ooh, you can't do this. Ooh, this is going to go wrong. Ooh, here we go again. Or, oh, my word, I bet this is going to happen. Or I bet that's going to happen. Or this is never going to happen for me. That's what's happening in the one ear. In the other ear, we're metaphorically speaking now, right? I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like higher self saying to you, anything is possible. Whatever you want to do, set out scriptures, you will achieve updates for your quiet, calm mind, center yourself, and you will get description box below. So this card is saying, listen to that. I want to thank you for your fears, listening, commenting, rides you in July, or brings you to making decisions. Share this video, which are never good. They fear based. Those of you that comment, I read. It can drive us on in life to where we should be eventually, but there's easier ways to get there. So it's a case of you're probably going to find yourself a little bit hounded by that fearful dragon whispering in your ear. Don't listen to it. Listen to your higher self. Find a place to be calm and quiet and listen to your higher self. It's a balance of work and play, and listening to your intuitive, wise self that final card speaks about. If you listen to your intuitive, wise self, if you balance work and play, in other words, perhaps you really don't feel like work at the moment and you just want to play. It's a case of do the work that needs to be done, then go and play. You need that balance. You do need to play, but there needs to be the balance of work as well. Perhaps you're another kind of Leo. You're completely driven by your work and you're not taking time out to play. It's a case of striking that balance for you in July. If you do that and you listen to that wise inner self, that wise intuitive inner self, you will make great strides in the month of July. Those energies are there, those potentials are there. They will help you to get where you are going.